don't be afraid to play the video game. Me and Ty got into this topic in the kitchen about how if shit matters or if it doesn't really matter. And I was making the argument that it doesn't really matter because we are small specks and like we're all gonna die one day. Like no matter how legendary we are or anything like that, we're all gonna die. But then she counteracted it kind of and gave me a new perspective. So right when she's done chewing, I want her to tell y'all exactly about the perspective.
So there's this really interesting philosopher named Friedrich Nietzsche. Like one of the things he talks about is how like in an overarching sense, like life is kind of like inherently meaningless. It's up to us like as individuals to decide what gives it meaning, right? And it's our job to like find things that are impactful and meaningful to us, and that's how we find meaning in life, and that's like the only way that it can become
a happy life.
Right, a happy life.
Yeah, because I feel like also a lot of times people are trying to find their like meaning of life and they try really hard and then they end up unhappy. So like another thing that's coming to my mind is that I try to go through every day like trying to live as like a non-NPC, and an NPC is a non-playing character. I know that like I'm the main character of my life, and I surround myself also with main characters like beautiful Miss Ty over here. And I feel like a lot of people forget that first off we have freedom of speech, kind of. Thanks, Donald Trump. But oh, there's a helicopter. But too many people, I feel like nowadays, especially younger women, because I used to kind of be like this, not really, but kind of, you know, you're too scared to speak your mind. And this can go with anyone. Never be scared to speak your mind. Now, some things you need to think about before you speak on some real shit because it can really hurt someone's feelings. You don't want to do that. But don't be afraid to play the video game. It's literally a video game. I was reading a book today at the gym, and he was talking about how this life is literally like, it's like you're dreaming. Like everything I'm seeing right now is so like beautiful. And even like Ty inside, I was looking at her and I was like, dude, you look like an anime character. Like this is like my dream. It's my video game. You can, in your video game, you can choose your other characters, right? You can choose who you're around. In your video game, you can usually choose what you do for work, how you make money. In your video game, you can choose what you want to drive. So like, just start choosing to level up in your video game. Like if you want to go up in levels on your video game, which is life, sometimes you have to do some like dirty work, like literally like GTA. Those motherfuckers had to grind for that money. You had to grind to get that car stolen. But,
so true.
Bro, just be the main character.
Yeah.
This shit's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Hard.
I don't even like crust and I'm eating the crust.
I know.
That's how you know it's good. No. Honestly, I don't really care if life is like meaningless. In Buddhist philosophy, at least, it's not about thinking about things like in an at least like in Thich Nhat Hanh's philosophy, it's not thinking about overarching questions like that. It's more so focusing on like what can be done in the present moment to achieve mindfulness and achieve like peace. That's something that like gives life meaning, you know, for a lot of people, and for me too a lot of the time. So I think that everyone has like their own sort of like things that they make of it, and that's why humans are beautiful. What do you think?
And going off of what Ty said about like meaningfulness and all that, really at the end of the day for us humans, like subconsciously and consciously, we just want to have freedom, we want to have peace, and we want to have just mindfulness. Like that's, and really big on the peace and the freedom. Because the reason why people chase money so much is because money is freedom. So, but money really isn't everything. Like when I had the most money in my life, that's when I was the most depressed. But it's about getting the money and something that you enjoy, plus you work your ass off for. And obviously manifesting in the universe comes into that, but you have to actually act on it. So, but also it can be a thing of, if you do something and in your mind you're like, I'm gonna fail, this isn't gonna work, or something bad's gonna happen. Something bad usually is gonna happen. If you're having a day and you're just like, oh, this is such a bad day, like everything's gonna go wrong, and then everything starts going wrong. But if you're having a day where you're like, bro, I'm feeling it today, I'm smiling, I'm listening to good music, I'm outside, I'm driving, I'm like gonna go hang out with a friend and do this, like, you're usually gonna have a good day. You know what I mean? And it's all about how you control your mind and literally how you play your video game. Like, is your character gonna be happy or sad today? Is your character gonna go get some money today, or gonna go like gossip around today? Like, what do you think the prettiest thing in the world is?
What do I think the prettiest thing in the world is?
Mm-hmm.
I think beauty is subjective. But I also think that, like, things are pretty in different ways, you know? Like, it's not like one thing can just be the prettiest. It's like everything is pretty a little differently,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And that's what makes it pretty.
I agree.